What's good, everybody out there? Today I got a real special guest, man. We were label mates for a minute. I don't even know if he really remember. We used to ride the cars to do shows before niggas even had a deal. I can name a list of shit that happened before we had deals, during the deal, etc. But welcome my man Memphis Bleek to the show. Bleek, what's good, baby?
My brother, what's up, man?
Shit, everything good. Yo, thank you so much for doing this, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Come on, man. Anytime, man. We fam, bro.
That's
like
a
you
fact.
said, we done came up together, my G, from the bottom.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna get into some of this. I'm gonna get into some of that during the interview. But I wanted to ask you something. I just got my man just sent me something off Instagram. Now this dude, this dude been on a 20-year rampage, and I wasn't there, so I wanted to ask you. And I don't want to say nobody's name. And this wasn't even part of the interview. I'm just looking at some shit. This wasn't even part of the interview. This dude been on a 20-year rampage against anybody that's been a part of Roc-A-Fella, I particularly think. And I wasn't there, and I don't know if you was there. That's why I want to ask you the question. So I'll just say without saying names, what happened with the Brooklyn, and I'm not dividing Roc-A-Fella up or nothing. I just want to ask the question without saying names. The Brooklyn portion of Roc-A-Fella, when Choke No Joke got his jaw broke. Was you there?
Yeah, that was in the tunnel.
Yeah, so, because the dude just said something about me. He's always saying something about somebody from Roc-A-Fella, and I'm like, I get it. You don't get over a broken jaw, but it's hard to get over a broken.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
Choke
I want to
cool.
know.
You
I'm just saying. I just want to know. If you don't want to get into it, don't get into it. I just wasn't there, and I'm like, why the fuck you mad at me? This nigga's.
Yeah, nah. Choke don't care, man. He go at anybody, and you know that's the new way on the net, man.
Right.
Slander whoever you get paid.
I see, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But Choke was a good dude, but that's Dame videographer. He never was Jay videographer, so I don't really know why the drama with Jay and everybody went the way it went. The breakup hurt everybody. It wasn't just him.
Right. Absolutely. So Choke, I don't have no problem with you. I just know that it's hard to get over that. I don't know what the beef is about with me. I didn't do anything. I just seen this clip. I don't know where it came from.
You hung with Dame. That's why he like, nope.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I ain't have no problem with Choke. Choke was cool with me too. He was filming Dipset, all that. I don't know what the problem was.
Cool. I don't know what went wrong.
Right. But like you said, maybe it's the internet. I don't know. But I have no problem with Choke. But I know it's hard to get over a broken jaw. But I wasn't a part of that, Choke. I don't want no problems with you, man. Bleek, your name, we all know that you're from Brooklyn, from Marcy Projects. That's stamped and delivered. How did you come up with the name Memphis Bleek?
Yo, man, it happened going to Memphis. My one and only time in Memphis, I was like 15 years old.
Right.
It was a female promoter who booked Jay.
Okay.
And when we land in the airport, she picked us up. She was like, yo, welcome to Making Easy Money, Pimpin' Hoes and Style, Tennessee.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to take that. Because Jay was just cutting me up. Like, yo, you can't just be Bleek. Nobody ain't going to buy a nigga album named Bleek.
Right.
So when Shorty said that, I'm like, that's my name, Memphis Bleek.
So you ran with Memphis Bleek. It's stuck. It's catchy, man.
And I never had a show in Memphis. That's crazy.
Ever to this day?
To this day, bro.
That's crazy. I seen on another interview that you've done, and you were saying that originally you wasn't going to sign with Jay-Z, you were going to sign with somebody else. And
yeah, no.
Right.
Go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, that's really the question. Like, how did that work? And because everybody that knows from day one, and like I said, we'll talk about some of the history before the deal in a little while, but nobody knows you from not being Roc-A-Fella. Who was you going to sign with, and why did you end up signing with Jay-Z and Roc-A-Fella?
It's so crazy because my manager, Jay Cousin, B-High,
right,
he was ready to strangle me, bro.
Right.
Capitol Records has sent the deal over. And if I believe the deal was for like 175 to 250.
Okay.
And Jay didn't even have Roc-A-Fella at this time. So I was like, you know, contemplating whether I'm gonna take the deal. But it's like, I'm gonna ride with my bro to the end. And Beehive was like, yo, you gonna bet on a nigga that don't even have a situation yet. It's just a dream. Like this advance right here could change your life and everybody's life in the projects. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, it don't matter. If Jay never get on, then I'll never be on.
Right. Now that's what's up. And
Word.
what happened to Beehive? Beehive was super cool
still
too.
around?
Okay. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
he got an office in the office.
That's
I'm
what's
surprised
up.
I don't got an office yet.
So we know, and speaking of that, cool, let me just jump to this. We know that you run Duce, or you have a position in Duce. Are you, do you have anything that you're doing at Roc Nation as well?
Nah, man, I do a little bit of everything. Like, you know, I get artists, I do production deals for certain producers, like the Ace moves, I do that, Duce. Like, you know, they working on a new tequila right now, so I'm waiting for that to drop. Like, I just been having my hands in a little bit of everything. Whatever move up there that I feel like I could grab a part of, I'm on it.
Nah, that's what's up. So you brought up Beehive, and I always wanted to ask you this because a lot of people don't know that before Jay-Z had a deal, I remember it was a show. And the reason I remember it was you is because I just came home from college. I got kicked out of college, and Dame was running around. Dame and Jay-Z was running around, and Dame was uptown and Jay-Z to everybody on Lenox Avenue. And First Ave was sick of Dame just saying Jay-Z because he that's how hard he used to go for Jay.
Nah, and he went hard. Word.
Right. So I always get it's dope that we're talking because I always get the Dame side of the stories on things. And not saying Dame is not right, but it's always another perspective on things. So you have somebody that we seen Jay-Z start with Jazz. And
yeah, Jazzo.
Right, Jazzo. And we seen Jazz kind of fade out for whatever reason. But I remember Dame telling me, I was like, yo, what happened with Jazz? And from Dame's perspective, he used to be like, he wanted $10,000 for the Ain't No Nigga beat. And it's a sample, we not giving him that. He did the hook. So he was like, that's why he ain't fucking with Jazz. And I remember that was Jay's man. Why do you think people like Jazz? We'll start with Jazz. And then I also want to talk about Source Money. Because Source Money, to me, y'all had a really good click. It was you, Jay-Z, and Source Money. And Jazz was nice too.
It was really them.
Right.
I was added on at the end. That was the click. Jay, Jazz, and Source.
Right.
Like,
why do you think that? So what happened with Jazz in your book, or you wasn't around for all that?
Nah, I definitely wasn't around for the Ain't No Nigga price of the beat, for sure.
Right. That's what Dame told me.
Yeah, so, but like, I don't know what caused them to not fuck with each other.
Right.
But I definitely know when Jazz diss niggas, that definitely hurt Hove. Like, he took that one like, damn, bro, like, not you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Jay and Jazz is able to fix that because, you know, Jay got a label through the nation now.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When Dame first started coming around, not even Roc-A-Fella, when they was building Roc-A-Fella, what was your attitude? How did you feel about Dame coming around? Because Dame got like a larger than life personality. Everybody think Dame be bugging when they see him on these interviews, but he like that uptown. He's this is the way he really is. So sometimes if you don't know him like that, you really be like, yo, this dude is bugging. Like, yo, calm down. Like, what was your attitude when Dame started working full time and trying to get the label off the ground?
Dame was always like the big homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Him, Jay, and Biggs, I showed them the same amount of respect because they changed my life, all three of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Dame, his energy, man, I love Dame, bro. You kidding me? That's the reason why we pop tags to this day. Why I gotta wear new ears every day? Like,
Right.
Like, Dame was that nigga. He made sure everybody in the crew was fly and everybody was on their shit. You know what I mean?
But you felt like that from day one? Because the reason I'm asking that is because Dame is like, soon as he, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, the first day I met Dame, he was living in that projects on First Avenue.
Yeah, 1199. Yep.
Yep, he was living there. It was him, T Strong, and Jay. These niggas went across the street to some sneaker store and bought all the motherfucking A solos out.
Right.
Like, so my first day of meeting Dame was like, God damn, he chewing.
Right. That's what's up. That's a fact. So when did you know that, because like, so for just for the audience, they look at Jay-Z and they see this billionaire, and it's been so long since he hasn't been that nigga. He's been that nigga for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. When did you realize that, yo, this shit might pop? This whole thing could be something totally different? Because what I was gonna say is, like, I defend Jay-Z so much when people be like, yo, that nigga wasn't getting no street money. That nigga wasn't doing this or doing that. And I'd be like, I don't see the thing about it, Bleek, is this. I don't know Marcy Jay-Z. I know 560 State Street Jay-Z. So when I used to go with Dame to J House, I'm like, this ain't no struggling rap. Nigga got fish tanks in the wall. Like, yo, yo, it's an upstairs in this building. I remember used to go into his house with Dame, and I used to be so, because Jay wasn't on yet, and I used to be more hyped to see Lord Jamal. Lord Jamal lived in the building, and I used to be like, oh shit, the brand Nubian nigga is in the building. Nigga live in the same building as the brand Nubian nigga. And I try to tell people that they don't know the grind. And back to what I was saying, that I remember it was a show, and you guys did it in Penn State, and I'll never forget it. Method Man was headlining the show. Mm-hmm. And Jay had the GS300, Dame had the GS300, and I was Dame Little Man, and you was Jay Little Man. And I went to the show. I was just getting back out of college, getting back in the mix with everything that was going on. So when I got there and I seen Jay open up, now mind you, Bleek, it was so crazy for me to see Jay open up for Method Man, and then later on do the Rock the Mic tour, if I'm not mistaken. And they was kind of, not saying they was opening up, but they was early on the roster. And I'm like, yo, what a full circle. But the reason I remember it was you is because I said, yo, who the hell is this nigga he got with him who doing this song Coming of Age? Because that shit was dope. I remember y'all did it at the Castle in the Bronx. And I'm like, yo, I gotta step my shit up. That kid is aight. You know what I'm saying? So when did you, and you know that's the grind that people don't know. When did you realize that this shit could explode Roc-A-Fella, your career, and Jay-Z's career?
Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Who You With video.
Okay.
That was the record for me that was like, hold on.
Right.
This shit working. Like, they got my dog music in movies now.
Right.
Like, you know, the radio was one thing to accomplish. You know, back then was Ralph McDaniels. He was the homie, so he play your shit on Video Music Box. You was lit.
Right.
But to get your songs in movies, on a soundtrack, and they paying for the video, that's when I knew we in a different atmosphere right now.
Right.
But that show you bring up at Penn State, I remember that, man.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I
was hyped to see Meth perform.
Yeah, me too. I was. You got to realize I was in college trying to be a basketball player, get kicked out. And Dame always had money from when I was young. And, you know, Dame's loud, yo, Cam, when you get to the NBA, I'm going to be your sports agent. I'm doing a record label. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And we used to be like, yo, this nigga's crazy. But he was getting money, so it was realistic to maybe this shit might actually pop. So that's what we was like. That's why I wanted to ask you when he first came around, how'd y'all feel? Because Dame would rub somebody the wrong way depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Dame definitely rubbed a lot of niggas the wrong way, but not me, man. Like, we from the projects too. Like, all we do is cut niggas up laugh. Like, remember, you ain't have no fresh on the first day of school. Niggas was chewing you up.
Yeah, that mattered. That absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, so to meet a nigga funnier from Harlem that's on the same shit, I accepted him like a bro.
That's a fact.
Word.
So Bleek, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Cause I felt the little tension or whatever. And I know I kind of was speaking. When I sit back, I'm older now, and I look back and think about it. I said, Dame told me something, and maybe he didn't want me to speak about it yet. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, and I announced it, Joe, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Roc-A-Fella.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it
went left. That's why I was like, what? What the fuck? What just happened? Like I fuck with homie, he doing his thing, but the president of Roc-A-Fella? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that was it right there, bro.
That's where the whole shit kind of went left from y'all side point of view. Because I'm older now, and I sit back and think about it. Because at the time, I'm thinking like, see, for me, my point of view is this. Like, I was at Epic. First, I was with in them, and then they whatever happened with them at Epic, and I had to go to Epic. And the situation wasn't right. And to be totally honest with you, me and Dane wasn't speaking. So I had to humble myself and ask him, because Roc-A-Fella's up. This my nigga. It's super duper up. And we did a bunch of other shit. For me not to be speaking, to ask for help, I'd be bugging. So I went to him and I was like, yo, I really need help. I need to get off this label and I need to go somewhere else. It don't even have to be Roc-A-Fella. You could take me anywhere. And he was like, I'll help you. We squashed it. He's like, I'll help you out. And Dame had other distribution. I remember one of them being Elektra. And I was like, maybe we should, and this word, everything I love, I was like, maybe we should go to Elektra because you're already situated with everybody over there at Def Jam with Roc-A-Fella. And I don't want to interrupt that. He like, nah, Cam, I got it in Smash. It's better over there because the system, Def Jam's downstairs, we upstairs, whatever floor they was on or whatever. So I'm like, cool or whatever. So I came in there, when I came to Roc-A-Fella, I came there with like, I got jerked already. This is my last chance. Dame told me some real shit. He said, and that shit scared me. He said, look, you got one more chance at this. If it don't work, we got a job for you up here. And I was like, it was real, but it was scary at the same time. Like, yo, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there, right. So I'm not saying I don't want to work. I didn't want to be a employee for artists, I would say. So when I got there, I was just saying it's not just Roc-A-Fella. I'm gonna go downstairs and mess with Lior or Kevin Lowndes and so on and so forth. And I believe, and my perspective was that I learned the business getting jerked. If I didn't get jerked, then I wouldn't know. So when Dame seen me start mingling with Kevin Lowndes and Julie Greenwald and everybody, like, yo, you really know what you're doing? I'm like, yeah, my life on the line. You told me you're gonna give me a fucking job. I gotta make this fucking work. So
that's one thing I respected of you, my G. Like, you took over the system. I don't know if it's from what happened at Epic.
It is.
You came to the situation, and instead of just letting the situation happen for you, you controlled it. And I respect that for you because, like you said, you went and mingled with the Julie Greenwalds, the Leos, the Cavs. I know them, but I definitely don't have the relationship you have with them. Why? Because I just chilled. I just thought it was all about studio.
Right.
Where you was making business. So I respected that for life, bro, for sure.
Yeah, because I had to. Like I said, I know I'm downplaying it, but nigga, my heart started beating when the nigga said I gotta get a job. I'm like, I need to go to Bobby Dash. Bobby Dash, you cool, but where Kaiser at? I heard some nigga named Kaiser, the nigga. Let me find where Kaiser's at. Let me find where the system is so I can use both systems. And it's kind of dope because, and not saying y'all guys didn't know the business, but y'all had niggas who loved y'all and was going to take care. Niggas ain't love me at Epic. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't going to make sure I was good. I didn't learn the business. I didn't care about learning the business at first because I'm like, I got a record deal. Like I seen you in another interview explaining how hard it was to get a record deal. So Getting a record deal was like not easy to get a record deal. I didn't even care as long as I moved to Jersey and I had a new car. That's all I cared about.
That's a fact. That's all every rapper cared about when we first got on, bro.
Right.
Was that new car and moving out the hood.
Exactly.
It was good.
Right. And then when them bills pile up, I got a gold record and no money. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So that was kind of my attitude. But yeah, I always thought about it when I'm older now looking back on it. Because I remember one day, it was funny. I remember coming in the studio. It was you, Beans, and Jay. And that's Jay found out about this president shit when he was on vacation. Yep. So when he came back, I guess he was mad, but I didn't know about it at the time. So I walked in the studio one day in Baseline. It was you, Jay, and Beans. And when I walked in, niggas stopped talking. I was like, what's up, y'all? Everything good? Niggas was looking at me like this. I was like, how's going on? And so I was chilling. Yeah, so I was chilling.
It was definitely divide and conquer at that time.
No, I dig it. But so then I'm sitting there and now y'all aren't talking. So Beans came to me and said, yo, let me talk to you outside. And so Beans was like, yo, don't ever disrespect me on TV again. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, you told niggas I don't know the business, this, that. I said, look, homie, I just was repeating what Dame told me. He said he gonna bring you along later when you learn the business. And that's what I was told, so that's what I was saying. He's like, yeah, but it came off disrespectful. And I said, look, if you feel away, I didn't want you to feel away. I was just being told what was told to me. I was happy to be out of a fucked up situation on a good label, good singles, etc. So I may have been rushing and speeding, but I was just excited. And so when he said that, I said, oh, something going on. Something ain't right. Yo, something ain't right. I took my shit and I left out of there and I said, let me start figuring this shit out because something is not right, man. But
it was going down though. You got caught up in the middle. The death of the Dynasty movie, the president announcement. It was just a lot going on, my G.
Nah, 100%. And bringing up Beans, I seen y'all two kind of been having something back and forth online. Have y'all spoke lately?
Nah, man, I haven't spoke to Sigel yet. He ain't hit my line yet. You know, I speak to Free, the Gunners, Crack, all of them. They're my guys.
What is the problem with you and C? Y'all niggas made some dope ass music, all three of y'all.
Bro, I have no clue, my G.
He said, I see one interview and he was like that Jay writes your rhymes.
Yeah, he said, then the nigga asked him, did he ever see it? And he was like, nah. And that's what have me confused, because it's like, bro, we was in Baseline all together. If the nigga wrote me a verse, you never saw it?
Right.
Like, he teleported the verse to me? Like, I want to know, like, we wrote a lot of records together, my G, and it's like, you don't know if Hov wrote a verse for me.
Right.
Insane.
I hope y'all squash it, man. Y'all niggas.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like, bro, I'm past that rap drama, beef, especially with a nigga that I call my bro.
Right.
It's something he dealing with that he got to get over with, because last I saw him, everything was cool until I saw the Art of Dialogue video.
Right. Well, yeah, y'all niggas, y'all make some great music, man. So I hope y'all figure it out one of these days. Maybe I'll hit them and tell them, hit Bleek, man. Because me and Bean speak from time to time, man. So that's what's up.
Nah, definitely. Tell them hit my line, my G.
I'm going to let them know. Was Casanova 2 times signed to you? Did you discover him? And how did that go with Casanova?
Yeah, my man Germ. Shout out my man Germ from Brooklyn. You know, Debo, True Life brother. Germ and Tax Stone. Shout out Tax too.
Okay.
They brought Cass to me.
All right.
And then that's how we started the company, and we got him a situation with the Nation.
That's what's up. What's the situation right now, man? Because Cass came out the box fire. Yeah, fire. A lot of good energy. A lot of great street cred reputation. And the music was good. More than anything else, the music was good.
Yeah, so he was speeding though, bro. You know, he wanted both sides of the spectrum, man. It's like you can't have both feet, one in the game and one in the street. It just ain't gonna work, my G.
That's 100% fact.
He definitely should be coming home singing. I think he only got like 5 more.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Kaz was uptown. I remember Kaz was uptown in the gambling spot in Harlem. And
Kaz moved around.
Yeah, he was in the gambling spot in Harlem losing. And he was like, I didn't lose. wasn't paying niggas. He was like, yo, nah, y'all niggas moved the table. Y'all shook the table. He wasn't even paying niggas. And I was like, yo, this nigga's a bully, bro.
Yeah, Cash was different. That's my G.
That's what's up, man. Was there ever a verse that you did with Jay and when you heard the record, you wasn't on it?
Nah.
You was on everything.
Yeah. Only joint I faked out on, 2 joints, man. It's a joint on the Clue tape with him and Sauce, and them niggas murdered that shit so crazy that I was like, ain't no way I'm rhyming behind. Nah, I'm cool.
Right.
And then when it dropped, I was sick. Like, damn, I had the opportunity.
Right.
And then the joint on Best of Both Worlds 2 with him and Kels. No, matter of fact, I think it's on the first album where he says, M extra, money, let's get him.
Right.
I never wrote the verse, bro. I was bullshit with bars, as he used to say.
Right. Nah, that's what's up. I also seen one time Jay on a Breakfast Club interview, and he said he told you like, yo, 50 Cent's about to come out. And you need to start putting out a lot of music. What was your thought process at that time? Was you like, yo, fuck this, we not letting nigga take over and put the foot to the metal, or you was like, man, ain't nobody taking Roc-A-Fella's spot right now? What was your thought process when he told you that?
That right there.
Right.
Ain't nobody taking Roc-A-Fella's spot, man.
Right.
And I ain't know niggas, I feel like they shifted the game to where the music is dropping so frequently, because them niggas was dropping music nonstop, bro.
Right.
Like,
yeah, they was. Mixtapes
like
and all that.
When he was telling us they was about to drop, it's like, okay, cool. We go song for song. Right. But these niggas was going song, mixtape, song together, song over here, song over there, another mixtape. It was like, I can't compete with that.
Right. Yeah, they was hungry. They was hungry at the time.
And we was too comfortable.
Right.
That's a fact.
Right. I actually seen this. I don't like asking questions that's on other podcasts or shows, but this was a moment, and I seen the shout to Nori, big shout to Nori, and I seen Nori.
Shout to N.O., my brother.
Yes, big shout to Nori, and I seen this on and we don't have the same audience, so I just want some people who seen that video that he brought up, and it was after Summer Jam. And he's just sitting there with the blank face like he hates everybody. yo, that's such a crazy video, bro, because niggas got it trended like it's the moment when Jay knew. Right.
Clipping all these niggas.
Right. But that's what it looked like. When you look at the video, it's like, yo, I hate everybody and I can do this dolo. That was the vibe of you just looking at it.
What it was is that he knew he just got off stage with Michael Jackson, and he said, yo, there go Ralph McDaniels. I'm not going to say nothing because there's nothing to say.
Right.
Y'all niggas go off.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what we did. And it's only me and Dame talking shit if you look at it.
Right. Nah, that, and like you said, it became a meme over the years because niggas just put their own caption to it. Yo,
bro, you got to see the one they got in Spanish, though.
It's in Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't see that one.
Me and Dave talking in Spanish, yo. It's hilarious.
Yo, speaking of Summer Jam, right? Now, mind you, when this is when I said I got to give Dame a call. Because I'm at Epic. They not doing the right thing, or not, at least not for my career. And I'm like, yo, Dame is up. I actually was at that show in the crowd with a record out, with 2 albums out, sitting in the audience, because I was like, yo, I can't miss this. Did you know that Dane, pardon me, that Jay was gonna put Prodigy on the screen, or was that a shock to you too?
Nah, that was a shock to me too, bro. He didn't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Jay ain't discussed that with nobody, that he was gonna start the drama is on. Nothing. It was just gunshots.
Yo, fam, I remember sitting in that crowd and I'm looking, I'm like, I know all these niggas, I gotta do something. I gotta fix my life, man. I have to fucking do something, because y'all came with like 70 niggas, mind you.
Was deep.
Yeah,
wow.
Mind you came with 7. Now, when I say, no, I know you, I know Dame, I met Jay. I'm not saying I know you and Jay like that, but Juan is my nigga. You know, Juan from Harlem. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I know, I gotta call somebody. So when he did that ass, I'm sitting there struggling, and I know these people. So when he did that shit, and then at last part, he was like, Nas don't want to hold. I literally stood up out my seat and couldn't believe it. And then the Mo Cheddar, Mo Better, Foza, that song, that shit, the whole concert just fucking hit. And I was like, yo, I gotta really fix my life. And I really, and I don't say this a lot publicly, but I really want to thank Dame, Biggs, and Jay for giving me a chance to come up to Roc-A-Fella and basically saving my life from getting ready to go do some dumb shit that I probably shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so, that's what's up, bro. Nah, I just wish we would have had a longer run, that none of the bullshit would have happened.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I look back on and say, what would we have really done?
Right.
I think we would have dominated this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, just from my perspective, and just not saying like I know Jay, nothing like that, just seeing over the years, and I'm like, oh, that's how Jay is. Because it's times where I was just like, for me, just my perspective is like, damn, I'm just trying to not ruffle no feathers here, walking with my head in, walking my head down, etc. And I remember one time I came in and I had K Slay in the studio. And
rest in peace, K Slay.
Rest in peace, K Slay. And he came to do some drops for the mixtape or whatever. So when he came in, Jay wasn't there. And when I'm walking out, Jay was like sitting right by the entrance. So I'm walking K Slay out, and he says what's up to Jay, and Jay like, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, maybe he mad because K Slay was playing Ether or whatever it was at the time. I don't know. I'm just thinking he's the DJ. So I walked K Slay to the elevator. When I came back, Jay was like, hey, yo, you got to be careful who you bringing in here, man, because what would have happened if I slapped the shit out that nigga? And I was like, I was like, my bad, bro, because like I said, I'm just trying to get in. I said, he was here, K Slay my bro too, but I was like, let me just shut up, because I don't know what's going on at the time. And I know it takes a lot to impress Jay. We did the New York City record after a while. We did the New York City record together, and we had a talk, because I guess, I don't know if it was tension or whatever, but we had a talk. And then I was like, yo, just got a beat up after we made sure we was good. I said, just got a beat right now in the studio. Let's knock out. He's like, bet. And then listened to the beat for 3 minutes, went in there, knocked the verse out. We did the song, etc. I'm like, yo, this shit is banging. Then I seen him in Def Jam. Probably, because Jay didn't used to come to Def Jam that much. I seen him maybe a month later. I was like, yo, Jay, the song is popping. Maybe we shoot the video. He's been like this.
Yeah, hit home in the video. Yo, bro, he clipped me. Second single. I'm the first artist on Roc-A-Fella.
Right.
Bleek is the first single.
Right.
We shooting What You Thinking as the second single.
Right.
He clipped me.
Right.
Like,
no, listen.
I ain't getting in that. You bugging.
Right.
That's why I had to do My Hood to Your Hood.
Right. No, Phil, I'm saying now that I'm old, I'm just looking back, I'm like, yo, you not just gonna get out. I did the song, calm down, nigga. Fuck is you want the video for? Yo, you want a video too? Be happy I did the song.
Yo, that's Jay, bro. 100%. 100%. Like, nah.
Yeah, nah, bro, I did
Bro, it's
that.
parties I had for Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll be in Vegas, bro, and he'll have a show.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody will tell me, yo, listen, I got a half a ticket for Jay just to walk through the club.
Right.
And I'm telling him, yo, bro, they got a half a ticket for you just to walk through. You do this, they gonna drop $1 in my account. Nigga, like, nah, tell him I'm not coming. And then to go to another party for free.
For free.
Yo.
I understand it today. I was just young. Let me tell you this funny shit, Bleek. Listen, so I was signed with Entertainment, right? And I was in the studio and shit. And so, mind you, I knew Jay and you and Dame. Y'all was still building. It wasn't all the way there yet. I think Jay was on his first or second album. So I did the song 357. I don't even think it came out yet. So is playing my records for Jay and shit. And Jay was in there listening, and him and is talking and shit, listening to my records. So you're like, yo, let me talk to you for a minute. So I go outside and I'm like, yo, he like, yo, bro, I didn't know you was that nice, man. You nice. I was like, yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Maybe we could do something together on my album. He said, I'm not here to lobby for a spot on your album. I just...
Yo, I'm telling you, that nigga ice cold, man.
Ice cold. That nigga said, I'm not here to lobby for a spot on your album. I was like, God damn, all right, no problem. Thank you for the compliment. Take what you can get. That's what it is, man. That's
always been Jay, bro. Like, and the industry ain't do that to him. That's Project Hove too. Like,
nah, that's what's up.
He ice cold, my G.
Yeah, that was cold. That was cold, man. I'm not here to lie. I never forgot that. This is 1997. Sure. I'm not here to lobby for a spot on your album. Yo, Bleek, what's the name of your podcast so people could check it out? Where could they see it at?
Rock Solid Podcast, man. Shout out Noriega. Wherever you catch Drink Champs at, that's where you can catch my podcast. It's called Rock Solid. We on iHeart and Black Effects. Tune in, man. We got some good stories, man. We reflecting on some G shit.
That's a fact. Like I said, I saved some of it because I know I'm getting ready to come on your podcast, and I don't want to say. And I don't want to say it. We can say it for 2-3 hours. Let's save some of it, man.
Bro.
That's a fact, man. But once again, yo, thank you, Bleek, and I'm gonna make sure that I get the Rock Solid. We gonna do this again in 30 days on your podcast. Yeah, we gonna do this again in 30 days. Man. No, thank you, bro, and I'm proud of everything you're doing, man. You turned into a great young man. Well, we not young no more, but you turned into a great man, and I'm happy for everything you're doing, bro.
Back at you, my brother. Keep killing them, my G.
I'm going to try, bro.
And like I tell them, we ain't young, but we ain't old. We vintage, my G.
That's a fact. So make sure you. That's a fact. Make sure y'all check out Rock Solid and go buy that Douce, man.
This battle started off close, but Shoni, she had 2 lines that were crazy. The line about, what was that about? She's in a whole phase, anybody could get it, was crazy. What else she said? She's going to up the nose, pause like Narcan. That was crazy. But the delivery was kind of similar to everything I heard before. It seemed like every other battle rapper. But the other young lady, Bonnie Godiva, she clearly won this fight. It was close, but when she got to the end, she said T.I. and Tiny wouldn't take this. Mystical wouldn't rape this. P. Diddy wouldn't break this. It was just, she started going crazy. It just created a lot of space. So I'm gonna have to go with Bonnie Godiva. I think Shoni is a hell of a battle rapper. I love what she does. But on this one, I got to go with Bonnie. It's not who's better all the time. Sometimes it's the angle, pause, that a person took to beat you. I mean, so who's next, Killer?
My cloth, designed to go over heads like a poncho. You like to mix your sex appeal with your rhyme flow. You always asking whose dick you gotta suck to get on a card. Man, ho, now blow, and a shotgun. I'm burning it too, but I got a bitch that'll bust it using both hands. She learned it from you. Yo running this tournament through. I seen how law can do a nigga. Listen, ho, I could take you away from this life. That's normally how I'm talking to a stripper. You get tossed into a river. I leave no evidence when the max spits. Detectives gonna be searching for human hair like a black bitch. This your final hour and we about to leave you lying down in the leaves now. Just leave me the fuck alone before I slap the mitochondria E out you. You never post bridal showers, you devalued. This is the truth. When your son hit high school, what's gonna happen when his homeboy show him pictures of you? You know how many fights he finna have? Cause you rather post pictures than rehearse raps. You didn't properly water your seed. Now he gotta suffer cause you a thirst trap. Where's your worst rap? I seen your numbers and you're popular, but if you hit the block with a couple coins, yo, she'll let plumbers get on top of her. You are a prostitute. Us real MCs laugh at your bars. We had to do this virtually, because if they flew you out, Cameron would have caught a trafficking charge. Bar God. I mastered this profound art, so I won't be distracted by your round parts. Your death gonna be just like a battle, because first it'll start with, hey, yo, then a round start. You are a catfish. You supposed to be making buku racks. Them Saudis flew you out, took one look at you, and flew you back. I be shitting on you hoes. You broke bitch. You supposed to be driving home with the figures, but rap follows you, and you can't get an Obama phone out there, nigga. Where's your hustle? You supposed to be getting money with these big ballers. You can't be a top 10 MC and top 10 on list crawler. Sig Sawyer. Nah, I passed my team some old blades. I watch a bunch of niggas sticking them at the same time. I'm trying to watch this whole phase. Bitch, I'm not affected by nothing this sorry child is spitting. You so much of a slut, you gave birth to your first kid in doggy style position.
I say, we thought you was virtually unstoppable at your age of half of just a century. Virtually affordable to anybody. 50% off. Doesn't even have to be a Benji. Get rich or die trying with them young bucks transactions. Yeah, he convinced me. It is what it is. I'm battling for Cam while you out here battling for 50 thought bars. I'm all about a bitch making $1 fast and quickly. I would say it's because my dad is busy, but imagine a man judging me about ass and titties when he the illusionist that produced a daughter who works at Magic City. Bar God, ain't a lick about your life in the churches. You read the Bible? That's blasphemy. Your life full of curses. You from the book of Heli. Y'all, don't be blind. He the person, so you gonna jump in this casket. I repeat, since you like rehearsing, since you believe in a parallel universe, I do. Your life is just worthless. You spent years rapping in circles and still can't decipher your purpose? Nigga, you gonna act like this a name, cause you not gonna get one. And I'll blow you a kiss from the same lips I sucked their dick from. Yeah, I like to twerk, but you not like a twerk. Stars is what they pick from. You want Lux or some, but you on a pyramid top with the lit ones. Yeah, nigga, you may not have no many no-shows, but how many kids you ducked? Frequent flyer miles crazy. All of us trips used up. Yeah, nigga, you said what? He'll catch a trafficking charge. You gonna watch a jet setter step down. You think you a fucking bald-headed, freckled nigga? I'll treat you like a red-headed stepchild, nigga. Talking about I never go for you for bars. I like Johnson & Johnson. Baby, all you could do for me is freak off. Art of war, carnivore. Let's have a beef off. Pause, nigga.
Well, my man Sin City just popped up. Sin City was shaking, baby. I like your background. I see headphones, I see microphones. Look at my nigga evolving. Look at the elevation of Sin City. Headphones, background, got a computer. Yeah. Look at my nigga. Look at my nigga. There you go.
Thank you and Revolt, man.
Yeah. There you go, man. There you go, man. Listen, man. It's good to see you. I just finished up a really, really good interview with Bleek, man. We gonna go on his podcast too and talk about some more of the old days, man. You know what's crazy? He said shit went left when Dame said you was gonna be the president. he said that's when niggas was like, what? Hold the fuck on. We fuck with Cam, but the president.
Nigga said, hold on, nigga.
Y'all gotta calm the fuck down now. Y'all niggas is bugging, B. That was funny. That was pretty funny, man. I said, yeah, I could.
Everything good though?
I said, now that I'm old, yeah, everything was good. We had a really good interview. Now that I'm older, looking back on it, I can see that. That's like saying, and I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just giving an example. That's like saying we got Dipset, shit rocking, and Joel's mate talking about Bezel going to be the president. No, I'm not dissing, but I'm saying Bezel is me for that situation. Like, imagine that. They like, we fuck with Bezel, but hold on, the president and the Dipset, that's how they looked at it. And now that I'm older and, you know, look, I'm growing and evolving as well, I could look back and see how that kind of could have been crazy to them niggas, actually.
You evolving?
Yeah, I'll evolve every day, baby. Every day I'm evolving. That's a fact.
Well, Omar don't think so. Poor Omar. Jesus Christ. I got some. You know, I'm here for the questions, man. I got something for you, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Being that you was just talking to Bleek, when Drake had a song called Pound Cake and featuring Jay, and he mentioned your name, why'd you get so offended?
I don't know if offended is the right word. It was more like we was past us leaving Roc-A-Fella, you know, the drama that us Dipset had with Roc-A-Fella. It kind of was over to me. And I don't know, I didn't know how to take it. I don't know if he was giving, see, Jay is a slick rhymer. You don't know if he giving you props or dissing you. You're not sure. You're like, all right, he said Dame made millions, Cam made millions, Bleek made millions. Beans would tell you too if he wasn't in his feelings. Hold on. I'm not sure if this is giving me props or dissing me. So I just didn't know how to take it. Me and Bleek just had that.
You didn't even try to figure it out, bro. You just went crazy, like bringing up elevator fights and all that. I'm like, damn, this is.
I didn't do nothing crazy. I just mentioned it in the freestyle with the flex freestyle. That's it. That was it. I ain't really. I was. Look, Jay is out of here. It was just, you know, it wasn't. Now I just was confused because you don't know if it's love or a shot.
Yeah, he definitely threw a shot at Future. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Jay will sit there and say, whatever his situation breaking up with Beyonce, and then he's like, well, what I would have done in the future niggas playing football with your son. Now, you could take that as, damn, somebody else may be playing football with my son, or you could take it as he's saying Future name as a bar, knowing Russell Wilson is playing football with his son. You don't know. And he does it on purpose. He wants to, he's like, yo, man, I ain't thinking about you. You ain't that important to be thinking about. Then at the same time, you're like, all right, clever, very clever MC. Very, very clever MC, Jay-Z is.